Hey everyone, so this was amazing. If I was going to do just one multi-day trek in the high mountains of Peru, it would be Ausangate. You have the epic mountains, just like in the Cordillera Blanca and Cordillera Huayhuash, the stuff around Huaraz. But here actually, I think the nature beats it, because it's just herds of alpacas. There is vizcachas running absolutely everywhere. Vizcachas are like small rabbits. It looks like a hybrid between a squirrel and a rabbit. I could see a few lone ones here and there in Cordillera Huayhuash, but here they were just running absolutely everywhere. And then the colorful mountains. Obviously, there is the Rainbow Mountain, which is a bit of a sidetrack from the circuit, but yeah, it's worth it to go there. But even the other mountains they are very colorful, and like I said, if I had to do only one multi-day trek in the high mountains of Peru, it would absolutely be this one. And it's also significantly easier than the things you find around Huaraz. Like for example, compared to Huayhuash, it's much less steep. It's much less elevation gain. If you are going from Tinky, once you climb to like somewhere around here at 4,600 meters, you actually don't drop below that elevation ever. So the difference between the valleys and the passes here, it's like 4,600 up to 5,000. 5,100 is the highest one here. So here between the valleys and the passes, you have 200, 300, 400 meters at most elevation difference, while at Huayhuash it's like 4,000, 5,000, 4,000, 5,000, 800,000 meters between the valley and the passes. So yeah, like I said, this is actually significantly easier as well. It was just pretty chill walking, and I also did it from Cusco to Cusco, which is including the transportation, in 4 days. It seems that everywhere it's listed as a 6-day trek. 6 days with the side trip to the Rainbow Mountain, which is what I did. But really, it was 3 days pretty much for me, because the last day I was pretty much done, and it's really that I'm pretty strong at this point, very well acclimatized, and so maybe 4 or 5 days, but 6 I think is you'd have to be really, really chill about things to be up there 6 days. So anyway, so let's start with the guide portion of this video, I guess. So I started at Cusco. I wanted to take the early bus in the morning so I could do some proper hiking on the first day as well. So at 5 a.m. I took the bus. It leaves here, yeah. Buses to Urcos, Katka, or Ausangate, Tinky. The buses go up there pretty much every half an hour every day, so just pretty much go there and wait for someone to scream the names of Urcos or Ausangate or Ausangate, and yeah, there is absolutely no issue there. It's just here the map lists the bus station here, but when I came there at around 4:40 a.m., it was absolutely empty. There's no one around. It's actually this whole street, this Avenida Tomasa Tito, is just full of buses. So I just walk along this street, and when you find some activity, just ask where it's going. It also usually has the name listed on the bus. So yeah, so I just walked like 200 meters this way, and there was one active bus, 5 a.m., and it was going to Tinky, and that's pretty much it. It's a nice asphalt road all the way to Tinky. There is no transfers, so yeah, you just take the bus to Tinky and you are there. The ride takes about 3.5 hours, and that's pretty much the trail start. So logistically, no issue. It's a very easy trail to get to. And then from Tinky you can just start walking whichever direction you want to, or you can get a taxi actually to get you either to Pakchanta, which would be clockwise direction, or to Upis, which would be counterclockwise direction. Now I met a couple in Tinky who wanted to share a taxi and they were going to Pakchanta, so I just took a ride with them up here on this road. That saved me about 3 hours. So I don't think this would add any days, to my trek. It would still be 3 days or 4 days including travel from Cusco to Cusco. And I just started walking from Pakchanta. Apparently there are some thermal springs and they are bad, so people just go there to chill for a day and don't even go to the trek. So the taxis here are pretty common. And here actually around these lakes there is a 1-day hike, and there were some organized groups going there, lots of donkeys and the classic stuff. So here is actually highways all the way. You can just pick one, whichever one I guess is emptier at that time. So I ended up going on this one, but it doesn't really matter, I think, which way you go here. It's all highways, you cannot get lost in there. I think it's 7 lakes, this 1-day hike called. Anyway, so actually quite some people around here, but once I got behind that 1-day little circuit, I was pretty much alone, so amazing. Up to this pass, clear big path. This is absolutely epic, this glacier here. Then I just went to the valley. Here's herds of alpacas, and very nice. Yeah, just I guess around here there was a nasty pack of dogs. I didn't have any trouble because I can appear pretty mean and I had my hiking poles, so yeah, the dogs were just running around and then they went away. But if you are scared of dogs, it might be an issue for you there. In the valley, the path kind of might get a bit lost, but you are just going through the valley, so it's whatever. So here, definitely go this route. I went around the mountains. Right, I need to make it red. Yeah, that's better. Around the mountains. I don't see a reason to go, through this valley. I guess the climb is less steep if you go this way, but I mean, you want to go around the mountains. It's way nicer here, and you don't add any elevation actually. So yeah, so here I didn't really see the fork. This path was very small, kind of getting lost. There isn't any terrain there. You can just walk anywhere. Just check the GPS when to turn. Just went up here, and then when there was a bit steeper traverse, the path kind of got bigger. I guess the small trails merged into one big one. So yeah, up here it was absolutely fine, and I just camped here because it was a flat spot, so whatever. So that was the first day. Alright, so the next day I went around here. It was absolutely epic. These rabbit squirrels running everywhere. And then up here to this pass, Palomani Pass, which is the highest peak of the circuit. It's 5,100 meters in here. You can go up this little hill. It's very mild, so absolutely go up there. It's a bit of a colorful hill, kind of like Rainbow Mountain, just not as colorful. And it may be about 50 to 100 meters, almost a bit less than that. So from this peak, the view at Ausangate, the glaciers here, and the other mountains, Mariposa, it's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely on par with the best parts of Huayhuash, like the Cerro Gran Vista on the Alpine route. So yeah, amazing. Just went down here, and then below this lake, Lake Ausangate Kocha, I paid 15 soles there. gave me some kind of a ticket, whatever. Oh yeah, by the way, I think you also should pay 20 soles somewhere along the road to Pakchanta for the circuit, but the taxi driver bypassed that, so I didn't pay there, but I paid it on the other side anyway. So yeah, there's lots of little roads, drivable roads that aren't on this map because it's a bit of an urban area there. So yeah, the taxi driver just bypassed the toll station, I guess. So at this point the cost would be 35 soles, cost 20 for the circuit and 15 here. Anyway, I continued, and the second day I made camp here at Anantapata. There was a huge lodge, but it was all closed, so no bed for me. And there was an old lady who I paid 20 soles to, also gave me some kind of a ticket. Not sure how official that one was, but yeah, whatever. I just made camp there. So that was the second day. The third day at 6 a.m. I left everything in my tent, hoping that the tent would be there when I came back, and it was, so very nice. And there was actually absolutely no one around even. When I arrived there the second day, it was maybe like 3 p.m. It was fairly early still in the day, and there was just this one old lady. And then the next day in the morning there was just no one there, just alpacas. Yeah, anyway, third day, 6 a.m. I'm going through the Rainbow Mountain. Here's a bit of a pass at around 5,000 meters. It's just a bit over 200 meters up there, and then down again. And then from this lake, it's a steady but very mild climb to the Rainbow Mountain. So I was up there at 8 a.m. and it was actually already pretty crowded. There is a road going down around here, and people were going up there or on quad bikes, and yeah, it was pretty busy there. Anyway, Rainbow Mountain, pretty nice. You pay 20 soles here, and also you were prohibited to go on lots of these little paths here. So yeah, so I just took my pictures from the viewpoints and went back. You can go down this valley, yeah, that you can go, but I didn't want to go down and up again. I would want to just traverse and do some small circuit. But yeah, as I said, you are prohibited to go here. So yeah, then I went back. The way back was a bit faster, like hour and a half, because it's more down. Yeah, I was at the camp at like 9:40 a.m. and I chilled there for a bit, packed up. Sometime after 11 I left to my second pass of the day, which was Abra Pachito. Yeah, again, pretty mild climb here, just 300 meters up, and it's not very steep, so a chill walk. Here again, absolutely epic view of the mountains and the lake. Yeah, I had a lunch here at like 1 p.m. and I continued down. Actually, the trail around these lakes is not the trail. the right one goes on the left here, and it was obvious actually going from the pass down that the trail leads here. But I wanted to go closer to the lake, so I traversed. There's no terrain, it's just grass and alpacas, so it's fine. Just right at the edge of this lake there are some cliffs, so there's a little bit of route finding, but it's whatever. And here is a fort, just like the map says. I actually missed that. I wasn't checking GPS, so I forgot I was supposed to go on the right side of this lake, so I went a bit here. From here I could clearly see this is a big trail, so yeah, this is the right one. This is the more interesting one. So I went back through the fort and around here, a small rock field. The trail is kind of not there, but occasionally some little bit of a trail appears, but whatever, we just go around the lake. Down here, like 4,500 meters, So from here it's up again, and I just went up. Big trail, obvious trail, no issues. Up to this pass, which is 4,750 meters. It's very mild climb, and that was my last pass of the day. And then I just went down to Upis, and here, yeah, there are thermal baths, very nice. I paid 5 soles to get in there, whatever. And also, you might find a bed here. Unfortunately, when I came there was a guy who said he had a bed, but then he didn't find the keys to the room, so so I made a tent in there. So it was day 3. Day 4, it was basically finished already on day 3, because in the morning I just went to take thermal bath. Then I went on this trail down to Tinky. Possibly we can go up this road, and there you have a chance to get a ride, or occasionally a taxi is going there. But yeah, I just went on this trail. I had a whole day for this, and it actually took me 2.5 hours from up here from Upis to Tinky, so it's not long, and it's all just downhill. So like around noon I'm at Tinky. There are restaurants, shops there, and every half an hour there is a bus going back to Cusco. So as I said, logistically extremely easy. So that was Ausangate trek, including a visit to the Rainbow Mountain. For a fit person, acclimatized person like me, it's possible in 2 days with 1 night if you skip the Rainbow Mountain. So say if I was going from Pachanta to Upis, or the other way around, it's whatever, I could go 1 day, sleep somewhere around here, and second day skip the Rainbow Mountain and just go here. Yeah, with the Rainbow Mountain it's 3 days. I guess if you include the transport to and from Cusco, it's 4 days. And you know, officially on every site, and I guess a guided tour is 6 days. So I guess that's when you aren't that much into hiking, or you aren't acclimatized or something. So anyway, my stats were, and I will link the GPX files in the description. The first day was 21 kilometers and a bit over 1,000 meters of elevation gain. The second day was 16 kilometers and some 900 meters of elevation gain. The third day was the longest. It was almost 30, I think 28 kilometers and about 1,500 meters of elevation gain. But like 700 or 800 meters of that elevation and 13 kilometers of that day I did light, just going to the Rainbow Mountain and back, so yeah, it wasn't actually that difficult. And the last day was 13 kilometers and it was just downhill. And as I said at the beginning, just anything you find on the circuit just isn't very steep, so yeah, it's pretty chill but absolutely epic mountain trek.